The fact that you know when you're showing up to play a home game, you're playing in front of 30,000 fans who want nothing more than you to just absolutely obliterate the opposition. There's something special in that.
No matter the weather, it can be snowing, cold, freezing, ice, fans still gonna be packed. Some have their shirts off, yelling, screaming. Man, it's just electrifying, man.
You know, those fans, I mean, you saw it after the Grey Cup wins. Like, they stand up, they're ready to celebrate, and they love it. Like, they live for it.
Still to this day, Winnipeg is one of those teams, you know, with the greatest fans that I, you know, are fortunate enough to play for. And it's just loud, man. It's crazy, like, great fan base. Unfortunately, I came out 2020 when the pandemic happened. My pro days and everything got canceled. So the whole mindset was go to Canada and, you know, get where I'm at today. And I felt like, you know, Winnipeg was the right place for me and the right choice.
The Bombers reached out to me and told me that I was on their neg list. And basically that was kind of what sparked the interest and got the ball rolling. So I knew there was interest there, but, you know, kind of went through the pro day process and ended up not getting drafted, not getting any NFL looks, no mini camps, no nothing. And so from there, I basically just looked up like the CFL, where Winnipeg was. Is actually crazy because leaving my dorm room, if you just hop on Highway 29 from Vermilion and go north, it ended up actually taking me all the way to my apartment. And so it was just crazy, like, how close Winnipeg was, and I didn't know anything about it.
Didn't know where Winnipeg was until I Googled it. Winnipeg's a decent sized city in terms of population and you know what they have to offer from like a food perspective or a shopping perspective. You know, they definitely have everything you need. From what I know from other cities, Vancouver, Toronto, stuff like that, that it's gonna be a lot more expensive to live in a city like that than it is in Winnipeg.
You know, great people, everyone friendly, you know, it's a football city. And, you know, so you see like how we went back to back and different things like that. It's just, you know, that they, you know, eat, sleep, and, you know, just dream football in Winnipeg.
So I'm driving to Winnipeg thinking, what the heck am I getting myself into? Didn't know what to expect whatsoever. It's just like any other NFL training camp I'd been in. You know, we had the rookie camp to start the first 3 days, and you're adjusting to the new rules, everything with the CFL, everything that's new. But at the end of the day, no matter where you go, you're gonna have to take someone's job.
It maybe was 20 plus guys trying to get these 2 spots. So every day, man, you'll see someone get sent home, and it was real.
The work environment's great, obviously. They have everything you need.
Great treatment, a training room, training facility. We ate every day, good food.
So I don't think that every team in the CFL gets meals. So the fact that we got, you know, breakfast and lunch every day was awesome. The locker room right in the stadium. The stadium's one of the best, if not the best in the CFL.
We practice on the game field, but again, top-notch facilities when it comes to everything you need to succeed as a football player. That's stuff you don't have when you're bouncing around NFL teams and you're trying to get a job.
The whole organization just have a winning attitude. Everything we do is about winning. And it's about your teammates, it's about your brotherhood.
I think it helps when you have the best coach in the league.
You know, the level of coaching and the people up there, it's right on par with anything I've ever been around.
It's very typical to what you'd see in an NFL program.
You got to leave it all on the line for those type of coaches like that. You know, the Canadian Football League is the second best league behind the NFL. I noticed that it's a way that I can get to, you know, the National Football League, maybe even quicker, you know, than the other leagues that are around.
You see a lot of guys up there that have success, that come down to the NFL and continue to have success.
And I tell guys, you know, to this day, NFL guys, my teammates, it's a lot of guys in the Canadian Football League who's supposed to be playing in the NFL right now.
If you take out the top 3 to 5% of NFL players, that's exactly what the CFL is.
There's so many players out there that are good enough to be in the NFL. For one reason or another, they're just not. And so a lot of them are up there. So many guys think that it's going to be easier to get opportunities down here in these other leagues, and I just don't necessarily know if that's true. I think if you go, wherever you go and you ball and you put good things on film, you're going to get opportunities.
I would definitely recommend the CFL over these other couple leagues here in America that are starting up at the secondary leagues, USFL, XFL. We wanted to go somewhere where it's an established league. I mean, we just played in the 109th Grey Cup. You know you're going to a league where people care about the games and the teammates care about the team and they care about winning. We're about playing a full season of football and winning and going out and winning the championship. You're not going to find that in those other places. You know, you're not going to be playing in front of 30,000 fans. I guarantee you that.
One thing I like about, you know, the CFL, you get that, you know, that time period at the end, you know, to go work out and try out for different NFL teams. And they'll send you to the NFL if you earn that contract. Even though they want you in the league, for you to win, they still want you to be in the best situation for yourself.
I think there's a lot of people down here that don't realize the fan engagement and how much they love it up there and how serious it is. Like a Grey Cup is a huge deal. You go to a Bomber game, it's lit.
It's unreal when you're running out in front of 30,000 fans.
They give you the energy, to go out and, do what we love to do, compete and, win.
I mean, you see all the teams that have delay games and false starts there. Like, it's a hard place to play. And yeah, I've played in a lot of loud NFL stadiums, and it's up there with one of the most fun places I've ever played a game at. For that to be the home stadium, it's such an advantage.
If you want to win, you want to be a winner, you go to Winnipeg.
Why wouldn't you want to come to Winnipeg? One of the first things I realized when I had that first conversation with Danny and I Googled Winnipeg Blue Bombers, first thing I see is back-to-back Grey Cup champions. And now if someone Googles it, they'll see 3 straight Grey Cup appearances. So why wouldn't you want to go be a part of the best?
I never thought of it as like, damn, I want to be in the NFL right now. I always just thought like, man, I'm so happy to be playing football and be in Canada and learning about this game and this culture with teammates that I love.
Signing to Winnipeg was like one of the best choices I ever made. I don't regret it. I did my 1 year and I'm here in the NFL.
If I wasn't playing in the CFL, I would never be where I am. And I tell everyone that. Like, I owe every opportunity that I got down here after the CFL to playing in the CFL, because that's what essentially put me on the map.
So yeah, I truly would say, if I never would have went to Winnipeg, maybe I wouldn't be right here right now talking to you.